Hey everyone, my name is Dash Hillgardner, and this past fall, I've been completing my practicum with an NGO that focuses on sustainable agriculture in Peru, the Andean Alliance for Sustainable Development, also known as the AASD. My position here with the AASD was to design a short-term service learning program that has included tasks such as creating budgets, community partnerships, itineraries, and a curriculum, and managing outreach and recruitment, pre-trip programming and logistics, and pre-departure orientations, all of which have been the content of my deliverables. The deliverable I'm going to focus on in this video is a program proposal that I created for prospective partners. But first, I'd like to give you a quick background on my organization. The AASD is a development organization that focuses on sustainable agriculture in the highlands of Peru. The organization was founded when it saw that current projects aimed at improving nutrition levels in indigenous communities were unsuccessful because they didn't fully incorporate the needs and abilities of locals. So now, the AASD works with high-altitude farmers to create sustainable and impactful family and school greenhouses that allow locals to grow vegetables that would otherwise be impossible in the existing climate. The greenhouses also serve as a classroom to demonstrate vegetable cultivation to communities so that they are able to use this knowledge to build their own greenhouses and provide a healthy diet for their families. While agriculture is still at the center of its operations, the AASD has slowly evolved to also serve as an organization that offers ample experiential learning opportunities. The AASD has found that by working with students and professors, it can leverage their minds and abilities to research more areas, and therefore more accurately assist in determining local solutions. When I first arrived to Peru, the AASD expressed an interest in creating a service learning program, but couldn't see how a program could be created that aligned with its mission and values. I therefore spent my first 2 weeks examining their projects and documents, meeting individually and as a group with the staff, and studying my resources, and figured out a way to approach these programs that was what the AASD wanted. The result was a unique and innovative program that matches the AASD's mission and will add value to the organization. I presented this to them in a PowerPoint presentation that included the following information. Service learning is a type of experiential learning that has an equal balance between the learning that takes place for the provider and the service that occurs for the recipient. It is a mutually beneficial partnership that addresses the needs of both sides. This is essentially the approach the AASD takes towards all of its projects and its relationships with its partner communities. To accomplish this with a group in the time frame of less than a week seemed out of reach and did not align with the approach that the AASD uses. Therefore, the program I came up with focuses on the process of identifying the needs of a community and a service provider, in this case an NGO, and generating ideas for projects that can effectively accomplish the desired outcome. We call this program the Solidarity Program. Student groups come down to Peru, work on existing sustainable agriculture and development projects, participate in various cultural activities, and visit Machu Picchu. During this time, students are asked to investigate a question, like a thesis, that they form based on pre-departure materials they receive. At the end of their time, they present their findings to the AASD as a way to help them explore different ideas and learn from the unique experiences and perspectives of each student. The program serves as an introduction to the work of an international NGO. It allows students to experience the process of community problem solving and working cross-culturally firsthand. And above all, it assists in the cultural preservation and economic development of our partner communities. After a few weeks of designing the program based on my presentation, my supervisor asked me to create a proposal that he could take with him to a conference and share with potential partners. At that time, I was also in an ongoing conversation with multiple high schools that were interested in the possibility of participating in this program. My supervisor asked that I create a document that concisely communicated what I had to them in my presentation. The document I created is titled the AASD Solidarity Program Proposal, and its intended use is to assist in the creation of partnerships with third-party providers, international education agencies, high schools, and more. The purpose of this document is to provide an institution or individual with a straightforward yet detailed document that succinctly and effectively describes the program. Any individual who reads it should have a clear idea of what the AASD does as an organization, what it will do with these programs, and the type of partnership the AASD desires. The AASD Solidarity Program proposal includes a statement of need, a background of the AASD, a mission statement for the Solidarity Program, program overview, program activities and curriculum, learning outcomes, facilities and resources, and a value statement. In the appendices, there is also an example program summary, budget, and itinerary. My ultimate goal with this deliverable was to communicate the unique differentiation of both the AASD as an NGO and the Solidarity Program as a service learning program to prospective partners. The Solidarity Program is unique in that it is highly academic as well as participatory. It requires pre-departure readings and essays, daily assignments, and a culminating project or presentation. Students who participate in the AASD's Solidarity Program are not volunteers. They are interns who add valuable perspective and contributions to the projects. Students leave the Solidarity Program having participated in the development of local communities, observed cultural traditions and practices, and responded to an immersive experience with ideas for collaborative, community-led solutions. The AASD is unique among other nonprofits in the area in that they have steadily worked with their partner communities for nearly a decade. Over this time, they have cultivated a mutually beneficial relationship with local communities and through practice have shown their commitment to long-term collaborative partnerships. The AASD frequently searches for new and innovative ways to support community development in the highlands of Peru and takes a cautious and intentional approach when they decide to pursue a project. Their approach values people over projects and impact over quantity. Since September, I have been working with a team from the Marketing and Recruiting course to create a recruitment plan for the Solidarity programs. With their help, the AASD hopes to create 3 to 5 partnerships and begin running programs this coming spring and summer 2017. To date, I have shared the Solidarity program proposal with multiple organizations, mostly international education agencies and high schools, and we have 2 programs lined up for the coming year. Over the past year, I have worked on multiple projects and as a program leader for service learning organizations. I came into this position with a wealth of experience, knowledge, and resources, and felt that I was prepared and equipped for creating a service learning program. Upon arrival, I was basically asked to rethink and re-examine my tools because they probably wouldn't work with my current situation. Thus, my greatest lesson came from the challenge of having to create a program that matched very specific, mission-driven requirements. This lesson came directly from the forum's 3rd standard of good practice. I made sure that the mission and values of the AASD guided every detail of the program's design and aligned with how I presented it in the proposal. The 2nd standard also heavily influenced this project in that it was essential that the Solidarity program have a curriculum that effectively facilitated student learning and development in a way that matched the participatory, open-minded methodology of the AASD. While this deliverable, the AASD Solidarity Program proposal, has only been a small piece of my practicum work, it has guided everything I've done. It forced me to commit to studying and, more importantly, understanding the mission and values of the AASD. And it allowed me to put to use, to apply what I had learned in my courses at MIS. By strictly using this approach and repeatedly consulting my colleagues and referring back to IM coursebooks and resources, I was able to create a program that fit the needs and wants of an innovative organization, and therefore created an innovative program.